आज ऐसे ज्यादा लोग है ही नहीं, क्योंकि पहले से ही माइंड सेट हो गया कि आज क्लास नहीं होना चाहिए। हाँ अच्छा अच्छा, नहीं आज लोग है ही नहीं यार। 15 श्लोक है बस। नित्यम भागवत सेवया, ये जीवन ही भागवत पढ़ने के लिए। उसमें कोई संडे नहीं, कोई मंडे नहीं। जितना टाइम मिलेगा उतना आनंद लिया जाएगा। ये तो पार्ट टाइम जॉब नहीं है ना। Actually, doing bhakti is the main course of the life. And remaining all whatever family duties, this, that, those are all just a side business. Yes. Yes, yes. Jiva's constitutional position is serving Lord and glorifying Lord, hearing glories about the Lord. So that is the main duty of Jiva. Apart from that, whatever for maintenance of body, actually Srila Sanatana Goswami mentions in Hari Bhakti Vilas. So a grihastha has to work only 2 hours in a day to earn livelihood, not more than that. And remaining time they should utilize for so worshipping Lord, chanting holy names, doing parikrama, and like that, going to the temple. So in various everyday schedule, so he explains actually how it should be. So in Hari Bhakti Vilas, first 11 chapters, so 1 to 11 Vilasas, they explain about daily activities. So what daily a sadhaka should do. And from 12 and 13, so he explains what one should do on Dwadasi day, Ekadasi day and Dwadasi day. 12 and 13 Vilasas, they explain that. And 14, 15, 16. And so 14, 15, 16, these three chapters explain about on a special days, yearly once like Janmashtami, like Narsingha Chaturdasi, Ramanavami, on that festival days, and also monthly activities sometimes, monthly, some special months will come, Purushottam Mas and Kartik Mas. So that means monthly or otherwise yearly whatever the occasions they come, on those days what should be done is explained in 14, 15, 16 in these three Vilasas. And in the 17th Vilasa, he explained about Purascharanam. That means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, what kind of devotional activities, they especially for as per Varna, what they should do. That is being explained. 18, 19, 20. In these three chapters, he explains about so how to make a deity and how to install deities and how to construct temple. This he will explain. So like this. So there, for a grihastha livelihood, for that he has to do maximum of 2 hours. And in these 2 hours, whatever he can earn, he should earn, and then after that remaining time should be utilized for the sadhana, sadhana of the. So as per the recommendation of the acharyas, like that. So, but now the people's time is being killed by the non-devotees. So devotees, they are going to non-devotees to get just a livelihood. And then those non-devotees, they are exploiting them. It's a very pity situation. So that's why this bhakti, discussing Bhagavatam, hearing, chanting, these are all nitya activities. It's not the side business, boring business. Oh, this many hours we do, then after that bored and no, something should be done. Then that is not good actually. Let us continue from, we have discussed about description of Varsha Ritu. Yes, Varsha season has been discussed. Now, also we have seen how Lord was doing various activities in Varsha season, rainy season. There are 6 seasons. rainy season was discussed. Lord, actually, sometimes he is going and hiding in the caves, and he is eating the what? He is eating radish and plucking the radish from the earth, and along with his friends, he's sitting and eating, and he's sitting on a one stone, actually, big stone, just near to the a pond, and he's sitting with his friends, and whatever the from home he brought the different eatables along with his friends. He used to sit on that because rainy season is muddy. They can't sit everywhere, anywhere. So that's why they will be sitting on a big sila is there actually. On that they used to sit every time in the rainy season. And also in the rainy season, cows milk bags became so heavy. Because of heavy milk, they became so burden for them. That's why they are not able to move easily. And they are very affectionate towards him. By seeing Krishna, their affection, so Vatsalya Bhava is coming in them, and they started leaking the milk, and that milk is falling on the ground actually. And also in that green, so pasture grounds, cows are sitting and closing the eyes, and whatever they ate, they're just reaching that. And in the forest, when he entered, then forest girls, they are doing some various activities. So, like this rainy season was enjoyed by the Lord. By that time, now Sharad Ritu came. So Sharad Ritu means after immediate rainy season, Sharad Ritu comes. In Sharad Ritu, what will happen? We are going to discuss now. All the sky will become so clean. Clouds, heavy clouds will become very light because clouds will give away the all the water, whatever they collected in the Grishma Ritu. In summer season, whatever they collected, everything they give away, that whole water, they will become so light. And sky will become so clean actually. And also all the ponds will become so clean because in the rainy season, because of rains, a lot of new water is always joining with that muddy water, and that's why all the rivers, ponds, they will become very dirty. But in the month of Sharad Ritu, no further rains, just, yeah, so those ponds are, the water is getting settled and they will be looking very clean. And also breezes are so soothing, actually no heavy winds are, otherwise no hot, and also no so much hot, no so much cold also. Such a pleasant environment. Sarad Ritu is like a very pleasing Ritu. So like this Ritu is being explained here now. Let us discuss that. Uh, uh, just to ऐसा कुछ खास तो आचार्य कुछ नहीं बोले. There nothing we said. Just rainy season is described by known things actually. So Sukadeva Goswami himself gave these all examples. So to describe Varsha Ritu, just with those analogies, it's kind of beautifying things. So very beautifully explained rainy season, described rainy season. With the philosophy also he added. So no specific reason is mentioned anywhere here, as per my knowledge. If I find, then I will let you know. Anyway, all these leelas and all these descriptions are very important for advancing. After some advancement is happened, then we should do so meditation on Vrindavan. So meditation on Vrindavan, for that, these kind of descriptions are very useful actually. Mind should dwell in that. एवं निवसितोस्तस्मिन् रामकेशवयोर्व्रजे शरत्सम्भृत्युप्रा स्वच्छं भव पुरुषानिला स्वच्छं भव पुरुषानिला.
Alright. The water and the wind.
Yeah. Sharad Ritu appeared. After Varsha Ritu, Sharad Ritu appeared. The fall season arrived. Sky is cloudless. In Sharad Ritu, there will be no sky, no clouds. All clouds, they poured the water fully in Varsha and they become clean. Sky will become clean without clouds. And also water get clear. And winds also gentle. Very gentle winds blow. But in the Varsha, there will be a lot of heavy winds used to blow and thunders and also lightning, black clouds. Sky is completely covered with the all these kind of clouds. And also nighttime, moon is also covered by the clouds, these clouds, and no stars are visible. Only the earthworms are visible. So all the rivers are started the water bodies, they are bulged and overflowing, and all the path is fully new grass grown up, and so even the pathways also is not clearly visible. So frogs keep on barking, and all the plants and trees are getting the new life and they started become green. So like this, and some places once the grass grows, the earth now before in summer season, earth was like just it's like so becoming dark, visible directly. Now it will become greenish. Some places it is greenish, some places it is reddish, some places it is whitish. So like this, it's like a painted earth. Earth looks like a painted one. So like this, so Varsha is also very, very nice. And now Sharad Ritu, let us see. Yeah.
Four months of rain
Yes.
have passed. But here in Sarat, the sky is cloudless.
Yes. That means main Varsha will be first 2 months only. So that's there are 6 seasons. So after the Grishma Ritu, Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, so Varsha Ritu. So in Varsha Ritu only we see majorly rains. And in Sharad we may see little rains, small rains. Sometimes very small rains. And but in the Varsha Ritu, so heavy rains, all the ponds are also filled with this muddy water. Everything looks like muddy. And also a lot of heavy water flows and the thorns and dead bodies of the living entities all are accumulated, and it looks so dirty also some places, and also the boundaries of the fields are broken. Like that we see first 2 months. Then after that it will become so down, actually less rains, even rains also falls, the water will not flow so heavily, actually it's like that. So that is known as Sharad Ritu actually. शरदानिर्जोत्पत्त्या नीराणि प्रकृतिं ययुः भ्रष्टाचेतांसि पुनर्योगनिषेवया पुनर्योगनिषेवया.
Also restored his body to water to the body. Just as the thought of devotional service purifies the minds of the fallen.
Yes. Now in the autumn season, that is Sharad Ritu. So from water bodies in the ponds, we started seeing the lotus flowers. So these lotus flowers and ponds are so very clean. It's like, so here pond is compared with the heart of a sadhaka, actually yogi. And there, so as just as a process of devotional service purifies the minds of the fallen yogis when they return to it. 1 second, let me see the. Neeraja. Neeraja means lotus flowers. Sarada Hitana Bhakti Yoga Nishevaya. So, Bhagavas Puranena Samyam Neeraja. Acha. In Sharad Ritu, because of Sharad, water bodies, that means all the ponds, rivers, they look very clean. Like by doing Bhakti Yoga process, heart will become so clean. And in that clean ponds, what is coming up? In the clean ponds, lotuses are appearing. So here, lotuses place what who is seeing in the hearts. That means Bhagavas Puranam. That means the Lord is being experienced. This is a pond. Pond is compared with heart. And here, so Sharad Ritu, it cleans the water of the pond. And here, Sharad Ritu means what we should take? The Bhakti Yoga process. Bhakti Yoga process, what it does? It cleans the heart. So in this pond, what is appearing? Lotus is appearing. So in the clean heart, what is appearing? Krishna is experienced. So like this, how the yogis, Bhakti yogis, by using Bhakti process, they clean the heart, and in that heart, Krishna appears. The same way, in the month of, in the season of Sarat, because of Sarat, Rutu, all the ponds are clean, and in the clean ponds, lotuses are appearing. Static. Because in the Varsha Ritu, new water is coming and joining and it's flowing. And sometimes because of rains, even the water is overflowing. But now in the Sarat Ritu, no rains. Even if rains are very less rains actually. So that's why there is no disturbance for the water bodies. They are static. So that's why they will not be muddy. But after Sarat, what will happen? So once again, water got evaporated actually. Bodies will become very less water will be there. So as Sarad is such a month is where we will be seeing the clean water with good content of water in the water bodies, in the rivers, in the lakes, like that. Yeah. Ah, yes.
So here the actually the word
Bhakti Yoga we should take.
but the Bhakti Yoga also
Ashtanga. Yes. But here that's a commentary we should see. Bhakti Yoga Nishevaya. Atra Bhakti Yoga. So Punar Yoga Nishevaya means yoga is classed as what? Bhakti Yoga. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is giving. So yoga means Bhakti Yoga. So like that we should take. So these meanings, like in this next sloka, 36 sloka, Gnana means what we should take, not the Tvam Padartha Gnana, Tat Padartha Gnana. Gnana we should take. Gnanam, Gnana Amrita means Bhagavat Tattva Upadesham. भगवत तत्व का उपदेश को ही ज्ञान है करके लेना है. तो वो इसीलिए हम लोगों को, और प्रभुपाद जी भी जब भी कुछ श्लोक अर्थ लिखते हैं तो श्रीधर स्वामी को फॉलो करते, नहीं तो विश्वनाथ जी को. मैक्सिमम 80 to 90% विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर का अनुसार ही पूरा पर्पस लिखते हैं मैक्सिमम. कभी कभी जीव गोस्वामी जी का कभी कभी, इसलिए श्लोक का पदों का अर्थ हम लोग आचार्य कमेंट्री से पता चल जाता है। BBT, yeah, devotees also they tried with that only they commentaries only they try to explain. The autumn season, which regenerated the lotus flowers, also restored the various bodies of water to their original purity. Just as the process of devotional service purifies the minds of fallen yogis when they return to it. Generally, any yogis, why it is said that yogis returning to the bhakti yoga process? Here, yogi's mind is contaminated without following the bhakti yoga process. Like the water bodies were contaminated in the Ritu of Varsha, but now they are purified. You're understanding why return is used here? Because bhakti yogis, they are from the beginning, they are doing bhakti only. But yogis, any yogi means you can take Ashtanga yoga, or otherwise you can take Jnana yogi also. These people, since not following the bhakti process, their heart is not so clean. There is a contamination actually. Right? Huh? And also hard actually. So chitta badisham. So what they do, so they make their mind like an iron hook. And they, kuyogis I'm saying, you remember this sloka actually? This Ashtanga yogis, they are meditating on the Paramatma form. Because of meditating on the Paramatma form and because of the beauty of the Paramatma, their mind is seized from material objects. It will not go back on the material objects. But now, when they are relishing the beauty of Paramatma, they feel that it is also kind of attachment. And I don't want to meditate on this form. Like that, they think. So that yogi, yogi, that's how you say. So then what he will do? Oh, why I'm getting attraction for this form also? For me, this is also attachment. And then what they make their mind like so hard. Like example, to catch a fish, we use iron hook. The same way, chitta badisham, they make their mind so hard and they are using that mind to put on the so Lord, so that now this mind is not able to release that form of the Lord because they made it as what? Iron hook, and for Lord also it is paining. Initially, they used the Paramatma form to take out their mind from the material sense objects. Once that is done perfectly, now they are feeling that meditating on Paramatma is also useless for me. That means this kind of thought is nothing but making their mind, or otherwise their heart as what? Like what? Iron hook. And such a mind they are engaging on the Lord. So then for the Lord, how it will be feeling? How you will feel actually? Painful or not? It's a pricking actually to him. Because he is not having any appreciation for the beauty of the Paramatma. So that's why Lord will not be happy with them. So now what happens? Then slowly they withdraw that mind also from Paramatma. Finally, they made as a hook. And then after that, sometime, so they stop releasing the pleasure of the Paramatma. Then what will happen? That mind, now it will never go on the material objects, and also it is not going on the Paramatma. So then what will happen to that mind? Like a lamp is there. So till the oil is there, wick is glowing, is burning. Once oil is finished, then what will happen? Wig will be there, and wig also is burned out and finished, and everything will be out. Similarly, when mind is not getting any fuel to meditate, that means now mind is not going on the material objects and also not going on Paramatma, then what will happen to that mind? What will happen to wig actually when there is no oil in that? Not only extinguishing, first of all, wig will be finished. So similarly, mind is finished. Then that Jivatma will be like, in their case, Bhakti Maharani is not so happy. So they will not get even Brahman realization also. Also, they don't get any body. Like that Jivatmas will be lying. Lying like that, remain like that. Without neither body, nor moksha. They leave that body, that's all. Finish. That's a Pratyagatma realization, one says. It's Pratyagatma realization. Pratyagatma realization. This is also kind of realization. So now what is that? Such a kuyogis, when they get association of the devotee, they will come back again to the devotion. Because of devotion, because of the mercy of that pure devotee, Mahat Kripa, now they got. So now they change their opinion. So this meditating on the Paramatma and getting the pleasure from that is the highest he will be hearing from him. Then he will change his mind and he start taking up the Bhakti Yoga process. Ahituki. Yes. No. So like any time in any process, if there is a chance of, if they get fortunately, not fortunately, by the causeless mercy of pure devotee, if they get association, they can turn. Otherwise, they will go like that. Finish. It's not that the every Ashtanga yogi will become like this. Kuyogis only will become like this. Some Ashtanga yogis, what they do? They meditate on Paramatma. Then after that, they don't reject the Paramatma, but they feel that Paramatma realization better than that is Brahman realization. So that's why in the same heart, in that empty space, there will be Brahman is there, and on that Brahman, on that empty space, they try to meditate on the Brahman. So Dahara Akasham, we say. And they shifted their consciousness from Paramatma to Brahman actually. They will get the Brahman realization. Those yogis. Kuyogis, neither. So Brahman realization, nor the body. Like that. So Jnanis also without using bhakti, they will be using jnana sadhanas and trying to get the Brahman realization. But end of the day, they has to come to the Bhakti Yoga process to get the even Brahman realization also. So ultimately, when they come for the Brahman Bhakti, then by the Bhakti only, Mam chayo avyabhicharena Bhakti yogena sevate sa etan sagunan samatitya Brahma bhuyaya kalpite. So when take up the Bhakti Yoga process, but in the case of these Jnanis, they automatically take up Bhakti Yoga process because their Jnana sadhanas are failing and they got frustrated. But even in that Jnana Yoga process also, they are recommended to do Bhakti finally by their Jnana Guru. So, but they don't do Bhakti Prabala, very light Bhakti only they do. So that's why because of that light Bhakti, Jnana Yogis go and merge into the where? Brahman. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? तो लेकिन जब योगी यदि उसी ज्ञान योगी को यदि कोई आहित की माने कृपा मिला किसी महत भक्त का, वो भी अभी भक्ति में आ सकता है. तो जब भी कर्मी स्टेज में किसी भी स्टेज में यदि उनको कृपा मिल गया तो वो भक्ति में आ सकता है. इसीलिए भक्ति में आने के लिए क्या चाहिए? केवल कृपा, महत कृपा. तो इसमें इस डायग्राम हम लोग देखेंगे तो ये ब्रह्मन रियलाइजेशन है. ये फाइनली ज्ञान योगी जाके ब्रह्मन रियलाइजेशन में ब्रह्म प्राप्ति और ये तो भगवत प्राप्ति. तो इधर तक पहुंच गए माने क्या है? ऑलमोस्ट ऑल. अभी देखिए अष्टांग योग भी इसी में एक सबपात ही है. अष्टांग योग, नहीं तो ध्यान योग, नहीं तो सांख्य योग, ये सभी इसी का पात है. ज्ञान योग का है अलग अलग पात है. तो ये सभी लोग भी तो यदि कहीं भी उनको महत्कृपा मिल गया तो उधर से तुरंत इधर आ जाएंगे, दे कैन कम। सो इधर भी क्या कहा जा रहे हैं, यदि माने योगी जिसकी हृदय दूषित हो गया भक्ति ना करने के कारण, भले वो अपना योग साधना करने से भी हार्ट शुद्ध नहीं होता है एक्चुअली, तो भक्ति की बिना नहीं होता है। तो यदि थोड़ा भक्ति करेंगे तो वो योग साधना सिद्ध होकर उनको योग के द्वारा जो मिलना है मिलेगा। लेकिन उस व्यक्ति को यदि महत भक्त की कृपा मिल गया मान लीजिए, तब तो क्या होगा, उनके हृदय में सब योग के प्रति जो श्रद्धा है वो भी हट जाती है। एक व्यक्ति को, वो योगी हो ज्ञानी हो नहीं तो कर्मी हो, उनमें श्रद्धा कहां से आएगा, महत कृपा से आएगा। महत भक्त की कृपा जब मिल जाती है तब तो क्या होगा, उस कृपा के कारण ज्ञान से भी श्रेष्ठ भक्ति है करके जान पाएंगे, विश्वास कर पाएंगे। तब से क्या करेगा वो, साधुओं की संगति, भक्त साधुओं की संगति करके भक्ति शास्त्रों का अध्ययन करके शुद्ध भक्ति में तुरंत आ सकता है। तो इसीलिए टर्निंग पॉइंट क्या है भक्ति में आने के लिए, महत केनापि अतिभाग्येन, रूप गोस्वामी पाद बोलते हैं माने, तो केनापि अतिभाग्येन महत भक्त संग तज्जात विशेष संस्कारेण, माने शुद्ध भक्तों की संगति से क्या मिलेगा, हमको कृपा मिलता है। उस कृपा के कारण क्या बनता है, भक्ति संस्कार बन जाएगा। ये भक्ति संस्कार के कारण हम लोगों को भक्ति की प्रति रुचि हो जाती है, तो बेसिक रुचि है। तब वो जाकर भक्तों की संगति में रहकर जब शास्त्रों का अध्ययन करेगा, भक्ति शास्त्रों को, तब उनको श्रद्धा उत्पन्न हो जाता है। ये सिस्टम है।
भगवद्गीता और ये भक्ति सब योगियों से।
हाँ, भक्ति योगी ही श्रेष्ठ हैं बोलते हैं। अष्टांग योग जनरल एक्सप्लेन करके इन लोगों से भी, कर्मी और ज्ञानियों से योगी श्रेष्ठ है और योगी से भी श्रेष्ठ है भक्त। मद्गतांतरात्मेना माने वो भक्त है, भक्त श्रेष्ठ है। लेकिन यदि वो योगी ये पुस्तक देखेंगे, भगवत गीता पढ़ेंगे, तो उनको ये श्लोक दिखेगा क्या, नहीं दिखेगा। समझ में आएगा, नहीं आएगा। कब तक नहीं आएगा, जब तक महत भक्त की कृपा नहीं मिलता, तब तक क्या सोचेंगे, इसको हाँ ठीक नहीं, अपन भाषा के लिए अनुकूल, माने अपना सिद्धांत के अनुकूल ही उसको सोचेंगे, उसको एज इट इज नहीं सोच पाएंगे। इसीलिए महत भक्तों की कृपा से टर्निंग पॉइंट है। पुस्तक तो अभी से नहीं, अनादि से पढ़ा हुआ है। भगवत गीता अभी से थोड़ी है, तो अनादि से पढ़ा है, वो श्लोक नहीं है क्या। तो और भगवत गीता ज्ञानी लोग और अद्वैती ज्ञानी लोग भी पढ़ते हैं, अष्टांग योग भी पढ़ते हैं, सब लोग पढ़ते हैं। वेद में भी भक्ति के बारे में है, सब लोग पढ़ते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी श्रद्धा नहीं होता है। क्यों नहीं होता है, महत भक्तों की कृपा नहीं मिला। वो कृपा जब मिलेगा तभी भक्ति की प्रति श्रद्धा होते है, नहीं तो भक्ति अचिंत्य पदार्थ है, वो चिंतन से समझे आने वाला वस्तु नहीं है। ऐसा वस्तु के प्रति किसी की हृदय में श्रद्धा तभी बनेगा तो जब कृपा मिल जाएगा। ये तो हम तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हैं, तो इसमें हम लोगों एक ने कई लोगों से मिलते हैं, तो इसलिए ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन प्रभुपाद का कृपा भी है पीछे। तो इस प्रकार हम लोगों को तो प्रभुपाद जी की कृपा तो भक्तों के माध्यम से आ जाती है। हम्म। तो उनकी बुक्स के रूप में उनकी ये पूरा ये सृष्टि की है उन्होंने, ये फाउंडर आचार्य फाउंडेशन उन्होंने दिए। और इस प्रकार ये संघ में हम लोगों को उनकी कृपा इस प्रकार ये समाज के रूप में, सोसाइटी के रूप में हम लोगों को मिल जा रहा है एक्चुअली। इसमें उनका कृपा मेजर है, और उसको कैरी करने के लिए काफी लोग भक्त, भले वो महत भक्त ना होते तो भी, तो प्रभुपाद जी बोले हैं करके हम लोगों को प्रभुपाद जी को इंट्रोड्यूस करके वो प्रभुपाद जी का कृपा को एक्सेस कराते हैं। ऐसा नहीं कि मैं साधक हूं, मैं सिद्ध हूं, संत हूं, मेरा कृपा से तुम भक्त बन रहे, ऐसा कभी कोई नहीं बोलते। इस प्रकार प्रभुपाद जी की कृपा को एक्सेस कराते हैं हम लोग। तो और ये भी बोलते हैं कि प्रभुपाद शुद्ध भक्त हैं, तो हम लोगों को भी वैसा बनना है, इस प्रकार। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, अपने को केंद्र में नहीं रखते। तो इस प्रकार से हम लोगों को कृपा प्रभुपाद जी का प्राप्त हो रहा है, वो लोग कैरियर बन रहे हैं। लेकिन यदि कोई व्यक्ति तो इससे कोई जुड़ता नहीं है, तो तब वो ही एक आचार्य के जैसे व्यवहार करेगा, तो उनमें जितना भक्ति है उतना ही, उस भक्ति का उतना ही श्रद्धा उनसे सुनने वाले से आएगा। हाँ, उतना ही पोटेंस से आएगा। अब इसीलिए हम लोग कैसे करते हैं, हम शुद्ध नहीं है, और आप सो प्रभुपाद जी और उनका शिष्य जो भी हैं उत्तम वाले हैं, उनसे एसोसिएट करो करके हम लोग साइड चले जाते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे पास उतना तो नहीं है शक्ति, तो उनकी कृपा एक्सेस करो करके ये भी तो कैरियर की जैसा काम करते हैं। व्योम्नोऽप्रं भूतशाबल्यं भुव पङ्कमपालम् शरच्चार्यश्रमिणां कृष्णे भक्तिर्यथा शुभम्, कृष्णे भक्तिर्यथा शुभम्।
What glorified the wonder of God. In the same way, that loving service rendered to Lord Krishna, relieve the members of post spiritual order from their respective brothers.
Yes. In this Atman, four kinds of mala is cleaned. Four kinds of Chaturnam Chaturah Malan Sharat Jahara. Sharat has cleaned four types of mala. Mala means contamination. Like four ashrams, mala is cleaned by Bhakti, which is appearing from where? Bhakti appears from where? Huh? Bhakti comes from where? सत्संग प्रादुर्भूता, सत्संग से ही वो हमारा हृदय में प्रकट होती है। भक्ति सत्संग से ही, और कोई रास्ता नहीं, और कोई रास्ता नहीं, केवल सत्संग से ही भक्ति प्रकट होती है नया व्यक्ति में। तो जब भक्ति प्रकट होते तो चार आश्रमों वाले का जो भी अशुभ है, वो अशुभ क्या होती है, नष्ट हो जाती है। तो भक्ति महारानी क्या करती, नष्ट कर देती है, डिस्ट्रॉय कर देती है। वैसा शरद ऋतु चार प्रकार का मालों को नष्ट करती है। क्या है वो चार? एक है क्लियर द क्लाउड्स इन द स्काई। सो क्लाउड्स क्लियर कर देती है। शरद ऋतु में कोई भी आकाश में बड़ा बड़ा घना बादल नहीं रहता है। तो ये एक हो गया। सेकंड क्या है? Animals get out actually from the so caves are the, some closed places because of heavy rains for last, you see in Mayapur last 6 months or 5 months it is raining actually. In normal places okay, some extreme places because it is a coastal area near to the sea, so then there is a season is little bit goes here and there, but otherwise in a proper places so rains will not be that much rains. So because of heavy rains, what happened? All the animals and people also all the day. So all day raining for the several weeks. Then people are simply sticking to their houses and just in a closed places they are hiding themselves. And now when rainy season is over, then what will happen? All the people started coming out dispatched from that place and coming on just so doing the various activities. They'll be happy now. Oh my God! After 20 days now, this is the now. So sky is open, is clean now. So let me go do this, that, like that. They'll go to the fields. They'll go to other activities they started doing. So okay. One third thing is what? What is clean the earth? Earth is being cleaned because muddy till that time it's the एकदम कीचड़ था. Now it's सूख गया, एकदम clean हो जाती है. और fourth one is cleaning of uh, water is purified. Fourth is apa. Apa means water. Water is got purified. Apam malam. Bhuva pankam apam malam. Next, Bhuta Shabalyam. All living entities are hiding in one place and become Shabalyam. Shabalyam means Varshasu Urishti Bhayad. Because of fear of the rain, they are all fear. They are fearful. Because of heavy rains, what will happen? Like that, that fear is there. Now Varsha is over, that fear is also gone because of Sarat. Okay. Like these four types of mala is cleaned. Like what? Four ashramas mala is cleaned by bhakti. Bhakti cleans four ashramas mala. What are those malas? First and foremost is, so that is not explained in the sloka. That's you can see Sharat Ajaharad Ashraminam Krishna Bhakti Yatha Ashubham. Inauspiciousness of four ashrams is cleaned by bhakti. The same way Sarad Ritu is also cleaning the four types of mala. So what are those four types of inauspiciousness of four ashrams? For brahmacharis, what is the mala? Without bhakti, before bhakti, they are all following whom? They are all following Karmi Guru. Yes or no? Bhakti they is not introduced means where they will be taking shelter. Which type of Guru they will be taking shelter? They will be taking shelter of Karmi Guru. So now, till now, they are all fully so tortured one way or otherwise they are taking the pain of what? Grazing the cows of Karmi Guru and also collecting the firewood for him, doing the so many yajnas, this and that, arranging the so paraphernalia for the yajnas. This kind of klesha they took, now this is over. Now there are no big sacrifices. In Bhakti Yoga process, only chanting Hare Krishna. So Bhakta Guru is different, na? Karmi Guru is different actually. So till now he was serving Karmi Guru, and that was the inauspiciousness. When he got bhakti, now he left that Karmi Guru. So that's why that klesha is also gone because of Karmi Guru, whatever he got. Okay, Brahmachari like that he will be getting the cleaned actually from inauspiciousness. Then what is the inauspiciousness of the Grihasthas before bhakti? What kind of inauspiciousness was there in the Grihastha's life before bhakti? Huh? Gruhinaha, what they were doing? Worshipping demigods, Shraddha karmas, Pitru karmas, and what else? And different rituals, different vratas, Chandrayana vrata, based upon the karma, and different prayaschitta karmas. Oh, because of me, this cat is died, so I should do this prayaschitta karma, that prayaschitta karma. Their mind is fully filled with this kind of things. These grihasthas, karmi grihasthas. And they are also doing the 5 yagas every day. So now every day means as per the so schedule, they will be doing the 5 kinds of yagas, panchasuna. 5 kinds of sins are there in the every grihastha's life. What are those? Burning the fire. Next. Grinding. Next. Water pot, collecting water in the pot, that is also cause for the death of some species. Huh? Grooming and one more. Yes, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Husking, कूटना. So these are the 5 different kinds of the sins happens in Grihastha life, not in Brahmachari, because he is just a beggar. Also, all remaining 3 ashramas, this sin will not be there. Because they are not collecting water, nothing is there. No grinding, no husking, nothing will be there. Just they go and take water is prepared readily, they go and beg and eat it. So that's why they don't get these 5 sins. But Grihasthas get these 5 sins. That's why to rectify from this sin, from these 5 activities, they have to do 5 different types of yagas. What are those? Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, what is that? Pitru Yajna, Ndru Yajna, Bhuta Yajna. That means they have to serve Brahmanas. Brahma Yajna means Vedas and Brahmanas. They have to serve the demigods. They have to serve the Bhutas. That means before eating, they have to give the food to the Bhutas, living entities. They have to give the shelter for the Atidis. That is the Nruyagya. And also they have to serve Pitru Devatas. These are all meant for them. So that's why in society, Grihasthas, before Bhakti, they have to do. After coming Bhakti, all these 5 doing yajnas is finished. Why? Because what is the reason? Why these 5 are? That means 5 sins are not happening? No, are happening. Why not? You are not grooming. You are not collecting water. Water collecting now. Grooming also you are doing now. Sin is happening or not? Sin is happening, but so to remove that sin, we have to do yajna. But what yajna now? After coming to the Bhakti, we should not do those yajnas because Bhakti means we should worship only Vishnu. So that's why Srila Jiva Goswami Pad explains. So to come out from these sins, 5 sins, we should do 5 yajnas. But now you came to the Bhakti, then you cannot do these 5 yajnas. Then you have to worship Krishna compulsory for Grihastha. मंदिर में डेटीज रहते बावजूद भी आपको घर में अर्चना करना ही है. ये कंपलसरी है, ये मैंडेटरी है, ये क्लियरली लिखा है एक्चुअली. तो मंदिर में कर रहा हूं इसलिए मुझे कोई जरूरत है, मैं जाके देख लेंगे तो हो गया, नहीं चलता है. आपका घर का सफाई कौन करेंगे? मंदिर के झाड़ू लगाने से आपका घर का सफाई नहीं करेंगे, तो उसको भी तो करना ही पड़ेगा. तो इसीलिए तो दे हैज टू. So those who are staying in the temple, for them no problem actually. If Grihastha also is staying in the temple and serving fully, there is no problem. But otherwise, they has to have worship, and that's why our acharyas says to worship deities they need mantra. They definitely need the mantra. So that mantra we are getting through the second initiation. That's a mantra, mantra guru. Second initiation, whoever is giving, he is the mantra guru. So that's why using the Pancharatra system, one should worship the deities in his house and he should engage his wealth in worshipping deities opulently. And he should not engage someone else on behalf of in his house to do the service. If he do like that, then there is another dosha will come. Laziness will come. So that's why deity worship is compulsory for Grihastha. Must actually. It's a must for them. So otherwise, so he is committing sin every day. And now by worshipping demigod, automatically doing the 5 yajnas will happen. Because yatha taror mula nishevanena trupyanti tatsaka skando bhujopashaka. The skanda bhujopashaka. So that's why by doing this, Krishna's worship, these are all gone. One may say, Prabhuji, I follow Bhagavad Marga, why I have to worship as per the Pancharatra? I'll just chant Hare Krishna. ये नहीं चलता है भैया. तो पैसा क्या करेंगे घर में? वो पैसा कैसा करेंगे? वे कैसा करेंगे? वित्त शाख के दोष आ जाएगा. Accumulation of money, ये एक रोग है, ये आ जाती है एक्चुअली. That's why But if you are dedicated to the Bhagavad activities 24 hours, Grihastha, and whatever you are collecting, living like a Brahmana, giving everything to the temple, and from the temple you are taking maintenance, then okay. But you have your own collection of money and saving bank money and also not serving deities in the house is a fault actually. Huh? Vitta Shatya. Vitta means money. Shatya means accumulating and keeping. So money is not meant for accumulating and keeping. Money is meant for serving the Lord. That is the main purpose actually. Maybe some amount he may keep for his future emergency, but otherwise it's not. So that's why our acharyas, that's the second initiation is compulsory for grihasthas. If we see, it's clearly explained. And by that, what will happen? Their life is disciplined. Discipline will come then only. Because in Pancharatra system is nothing but a maryada to worship the deities. That maryada will be so making the people straight also. Otherwise, jab karunga aise bina naha dho ke bas so जब भी so, 5 माला सो 10 माला करेगा सोएगा उठेगा जब मन लगेगा और बाकी पूरा करेगा बस और कभी वो पुस्तक खोलेगा थोड़ा पढ़ेगा तो भागवत बस हो गया इससे क्या होगा उनमें जो लेजीनेस इनडिसिप्लिननेस जाएगा ही नहीं ऐसा व्यक्ति तो प्रोग्रेस होंगे ही नहीं उसको डिसिप्लिन करने वाला कौन है अर्चना प्रोसेस पांचरात्र अर्चना प्रोसेस विल मेक देम very disciplined they has to get up on this time only they should open the deity room and then after that offer the lord that is giving the for lord to the so various kriyas we make him to do so giving the Danta Davan and so and so, then feeding Lord, then after doing Harati, then after that making him bath. So making him bath, and then after that, so serving also. For that, we need mantra. So that mantra we get from second initiation actually. And in that mantra, what is there? The Swarupa of the form is explained. What form of the Lord you should worship, and also with what relationship you should worship. That mantra is describing. So that's why keep on meditating on that mantra. One should do service. As per the maryada given by, you should not reduce the maryada given by the acharya. As per the Pancharatra system. Then his wealth is engaged, also his time is engaged, and he is disciplined actually. Then what will happen? So he will be easily progress in the bhakti. Huh? इसका गायत्री मंत्र उसमें देखिए जो ब्रह्म गायत्री है वो द्विजत्व के लिए दिया जाता है उसमें भी क्या किया हमारा आचार्य हम लोग 10 साल में 25 साल में सो वैश्यों के लिए 11 साल की अंदर ही होना चाहिए तो लेकिन हम लोगों का वो सिस्टम नहीं है लेकिन हरि नाम जप करने से द्विजत्व तो हम लोग ऑटोमेटिक आ ही जाता है इसीलिए ब्राह्मण को बनाने के लिए पहले साधारण ब्रह्म गायत्री मंत्र को भी दिया था उससे हम लोगों को द्विजत्व आ रहा है मैंने ब्राह्मण बन रहे तो लेकिन उपासना के लिए मेन मेडिटेशन करने वाला मंत्र है लास्ट 2 मंत्र उससे हम लोग तो किस रूप को माने गोपी जन वल्लभ माने गोपियों को जो प्रिय है वो रूप को हम माने वो कौन है गोलोक वृंदावन कृष्ण उनकी उपासना करना चाहते तो और उनकी उपासना करते हैं जैसा गोपियों उपासना करना चाहते वैसा वैसा हम लोग स्वरूप माने क्या हमारा स्वरूप ऑलरेडी तय हो गया जिस दिन हम लोग रूपानुग से संपर्क हो गया उसी दिन हमारा हम लोग जाने के लिए रेडी हैं अभी वो वैसा कृपा मिल गया ऑलरेडी इस परंपरा में इस गौड़ी वैष्णव परंपरा में किनकी कृपा चल रहा है रूप गोस्वामी का कृपा चल रही है हम लोग इसीलिए क्या बोला जाता है हम सबको रूपानुग बोला जाता है माने इसका अर्थ क्या है गोलोक में रूप गोस्वामी का असिस्ट करने के लिए हम लोग ऑलरेडी हमारा गोल तय हो गया जैसे गोपियों की मंजरियां जैसा मंजरिया की हेल्प करते हैं ऐसा उसमें वो प्रमुख रूप मंजरी है उनकी सेवा में हम लोग हैं वो तो तय हो गया उसी मंत्र को इसीलिए लेके अभ्यास कर रहे हैं हम और कोई नया स्वरूप नहीं हम लोग जाके उधर गोप बनेंगे, ऐसा कुछ किसी का इंटरेस्ट नहीं है हम लोगों का। हमारा आचार्य कहीं भी नहीं बोलते हैं। भक्त तो दो प्रकार का होते हैं, रागात्मिका भक्त, एक काम रूपा, दूसरा संबंध रूपा। तो संबंध रूपा माने वात्सल्य, सख्य और दास से आता है। तो लेकिन हम लोगों को उसमें कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। किस रूप की भक्ति में इंटरेस्ट है हम लोगों को? काम रूपा। और इसीलिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, कामानुगा भक्ति करते हैं। तो कामानुगा माने, तो कामानुग राग, कामानुगा, इसी कामानुग भक्ति इसी को ले। तो रागानुग भक्ति, सो माधुर्य भाव के लिए रागानुग भक्ति करते हैं। ये हमारा टारगेट है। तो इसीलिए हमारा मंत्र फिक्स्ड हो गया। ऐसा नहीं कि अलग अलग लोगों का अलग अलग मंत्र मिलता है। आप गोप बन जाओ, और नहीं तो आपको उधर यशोदा बन जाओ, नहीं तो मदरली गोपी बन जाओ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं। सबका एक ही माधुरी रस ही है। हाँ अलग अलग होता है, अलग अलग संप्रदाय में अलग अलग। हाँ वो लोग वर्शिप करने के मंत्र अलग होता है। गायत्री ब्रह्म गायत्री तो रहेगा, लेकिन उपासना के लिए जो मंत्र है वो अलग रहता है। हाँ उसमें, जैसे आज ये जो 6 मंत्र रहना है, इसमें चैतन्य महाप्रभु, गुरु चैतन्य महाप्रभु, ये हमारा आचार्य बना के दिए हैं। हमारा परंपरा के आचार्य, उनकी परंपरा के आचार्य जिनको जिनको देना चाहते हैं उनको भी रख के दे देते हैं। ब्रह्म गायत्री एक्चुअली उपासना के लिए मेन नहीं है। ब्रह्म गायत्री द्विजत्व के लिए, ब्राह्मण होने के लिए। बिना ब्राह्मण का आप वर्शिप नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि पांचरात्र विधि में ब्राह्मण के लिए वो वर्शिप दिया गया, क्षत्रिय के लिए और वैश्य के लिए। और शूद्रों के लिए अलग टाइप ऑफ वर्शिप रहता है। नहीं नहीं, शुरू से माने, देखिए वो वत्स ब्राह्मण हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते। नहीं नहीं, वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते गौड़ी वैष्णव। तो हम लोग बोलते हैं चातुर्वर्ण मैश गुण कर्म विभाग। गुण होते ही तब मानते, नहीं तो नहीं मानते हम। वो बाई बर्थ वो कैस्ट को मानने वाले कर्मकांडीस, हम उसको फॉलो नहीं करते, उसको विरुद्ध है हम लोग। ये अभी से नहीं, सनातन गोस्वामी से ये चले आ रहे हैं एक्चुअली। इसलिए सोसाइटी कर्मकांडी कब्जा करके बैठे हैं। वो क्या बोलते हैं, तो वर्ण तो बर्थ से आता है, और देवताओं को वर्शिप करना हमारा जीवन है। यही संस्कृति है, यही हिंदुइज्म है। इसके एगेनिस्ट, एकदम एगेनिस्ट फाइट किए हैं हमारा पूरा ऊपर से लेकर नीचे तक सभी आचार्य। इसका फाइट एगेनिस्ट, इसी का एगेनिस्ट फाइट कर रहे हैं वो लोग। तो एक्चुअली वेदों का तात्पर्य देवताओं की वर्शिप नहीं है, कृष्ण का वर्शिप है। वो भी शुद्ध भक्ति ही एसेंस है। और वर्ण भी बर्थ से नहीं आता है, गुण से आता है। हरिनाम जो जपे करेंगे वो उसमें ऑटोमेटिक द्विजत्व आता है। क्योंकि सद्यो सवनाय कल्प्यते, माने जो सपच भी हरिनाम लेते तो सवन याग, सवन याजी की जैसा अर्हता प्राप्त करते हैं। तो ये हमारा सिद्धांत है, भागवत सिद्धांत है। ये तो भागवत में से कहा गया ना। तो इसीलिए हरिनाम कोई लिए तो वो द्विज हो ही गए। तो इसीलिए हम लोग उनको ब्राह्मण इनिशिएशन देते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें द्विजत्व का योग्यता आ गया। तो इसीलिए हम लोग ब्राह्मण इनिशिएशन देकर ब्राह्मण की जैसा ट्रेनिंग देते हैं। ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोग सिंपली दीक्षा देते हैं। ऐसे कैसा क्लीन रखना है डेडीज को, अपने को, शरीर को, कपड़ा को, सब सूची मुची सब सिखा के तब जाकर हम लोगों वो क्वालिटीज आने के बाद हरिनाम जपने मात्र से हम लोग नहीं देते। उसके बाद ट्रेनिंग भी करते, क्लीनलीनेस कैसा लग रहा है, तब अनुकूल लगा तो तब हम लोग ब्राह्मण इनिशिएशन देते हैं। इस प्रकार ये सिद्धांत है गौड़ी वैष्णवों का। हरिनाम जप करने से तो द्विजत्व तो आ गए, लेकिन जैसा आईआईटी एग्जाम पास होने से तो इंजीनियर बनने के लिए योग्यता है, इसके अर्थ ये नहीं इंजीनियर हो गया वो। इंजीनियरिंग की ट्रेनिंग देना है नहीं देना है। वैसे अभी द्विजत्व को आपके पास आ गया, योग्यता आ गया द्विज बनने के लिए, तो द्विज का ट्रेनिंग तो लेना है तब जाकर। इसीलिए सद्यो सवनाय कल्पते, उसमें भी श्लोक में जो कुत्ते के मांस खाने वाला भी हरिनाम लेते तो वो सवन याजी की जैसा सम्मान प्राप्त कर सकते, लेकिन वो याग नहीं कर सकते अभी वो। समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? उसकी जैसे सम्मान मिलेगा याग करने के लिए, वो याग का ट्रेनिंग लेना पड़ेगा। ऐसा ही हम लोग हरिनाम जप करने से द्विज होने के लिए ब्राह्मण बनने के लिए हमको योग्यता आ गई, लेकिन अभी ब्राह्मण है करके नहीं बोल सकते। ब्राह्मण कार्य करने के लिए, ब्राह्मण कार्य करने के लिए आपको ब्राह्मण कार्य सीखना पड़ेगा, तब जाकर आपको ब्राह्मण बोला जाता है। चलो चलो, नहीं तो हाँ? 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 अच्छा। अरे हाँ? रुकिए, तो ये चार करके जाएंगे, रुकिए, ठीक। गृहस्थ हो गया, और वानप्रस्थ और सन्यासी देखेंगे। वानप्रस्थों का क्या समस्या है? बिना पहले पहले कर्मी जैसा था, उस समय क्या है, वो वन में घूम रहे, शरीर पूरा मल से भर गया, कोई नहाने कुछ नहीं। तो उस, अभी भक्त होने के बाद वो उस प्रकार की जो कर्मकांडी हो, नहीं तो कर्मी हो, जो वानप्रस्थ में जैसा जीवन व्यतीत करते हैं, वो जीवन को फुल स्टॉप होकर वो शुद्ध साफ सुथरा रहते हैं। तो इसीलिए वानप्रस्थों का शरीर में अटका हुआ जो मल है वो खत्म हो गया। और नेक्स्ट सन्यासियों का क्या, अशुभ खत्म हो गया भक्त होने से। सन्यासियों अभी भक्त नहीं थे तो क्या करते हैं, ब्रह्म में मेडिटेशन करते हैं। ब्रह्म में मेडिटेशन करना बहुत क्लेशोदिक तरस तेषाम, है ना। सो भगवत गीता में क्या कहा गया, क्लेशोदिक तरस तेषाम अव्यक्त चेतसाम। तो ज्ञानी लोग माने सन्यासी लोग क्या करते हैं, कर्मी वाले, तो ब्रह्म में लीन लीन होने के लिए प्रयास करते रहते हैं। तो वो लोग अभी भक्तों की संगति में आकर भक्ति आने के कारण वो क्लेश खत्म हो गया, और दिव्य रूप से नाम जप करना, श्रवण करना, कीर्तन करना करके इस प्रकार सुखी हो जाते हैं। वो ब्रह्म में मेडिटेशन करना, ये इस प्रकार की जो मल है वो खत्म हो गया। ठीक है। इस प्रकार चार आश्रमों का चार कंटामिनेशन फिनिश हो गया, जैसा वैसा ही शरद ऋतु में चार कंटामिनेशन फिनिश हो गए। ये हो गया। नेक्स्ट श्लोक आगे पढ़ेंगे। कौन? प्रभु का। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे हरे राम, राम राम हरे हरे। टाइम नहीं है हम लोगों के पास अभी ज्यादा, एक ही घंटा बचे चले। चार आश्रमों की जैसा मल साफ हो जाती है भक्ति से, वैसा शरद ऋतु से चार प्रकार की मल खत्म हो गए। अभी 35वां श्लोक पढ़ेंगे। विल रीड 35 श्लोका। सर्वस्वं जलदाहित्वा विरेजो शुभ्रवर्चसः यथा त्यक्तैषणा शान्ता मुनयो मुक्तकिल्बिषाः, मुनयो मुक्तकिल्बिषाः।
The house and people of the shown for the virgins was like peaceful sailing who were given up of their evil desires. Are the spirit of of prophecy.
Yeah, in the Sarad Ritu, so how the clouds are appearing? In Varsha, they have given away all the water. Clouds given away all the water and they are completely free. So that's why in Sarad Ritu, you can see clouds without any water, no darkness. It is explained like what it is exemplified by a yogi who has given up all his material desires. Like a sage, he gives up all material desires. Same way, clouds also have given up completely their so water from their clouds. Thirty-five is over. 36. गिरयो मुमुचुस्तोयं क्वचिन्न मुमुचु शिवम् यथा ज्ञानामृतं काले ज्ञानिनो ददते न वा, ज्ञानिनो ददते न वा।
Sometimes give knowledge. Just as experts in transcendentals like science sometimes give the nectar of transcendental knowledge and sometimes love.
Yes. Now, in month of Sarat, in Sarat season, so not month, in the season of Sarat, so from the mountains, in some places water flows, and same mountains in other places there is no flow of water from these mountains. So you can see. So it is achintya. It's inconceivable. So why it is doing like that? What is that? Mountains, Girayaha means mountains. Mumuchuhu means religious. So they religious pure water sometimes and they don't religious pure water. So sometimes and sometimes it will not. Girayaha Mumuchuhu stoyam kochin. Mumuchuhu shivam. That means maybe some 1 month water flows and then stop, and then after that maybe some 10 days, 5 days later water flows. So these mountains they do like this. This is being exemplified by a devotee. Sometimes he give bhakti upadesha, and sometimes they may not give. They will be quiet. So it's not that the whomever they are meeting, everyone they will be giving upadesha. No. So like example, we can see Narada Muni and Jadabharata And also, one more, Narada Muni, Jadabharata. What is that? One more example. Prahlad Maharaj. So, Narada Muni gave his teachings, his Upadesha to Vyadha, hunter. Jadabharata gave his teachings to Rahugana. And Prahlad Maharaj gave his teachings to Asura Balakas. Example, if you see Jadabharata, he met so many people in his life. It's not that to everyone he give. They give to someone and they don't give to some. They will not give also to others. They are fully independent. Narada also sometimes he gives Upadesha, sometimes he doesn't give. Some people to he gives and some people he never gives. So like this, devotees, they give their mercy, their Upadesha to their Kripa sometimes and they don't give. It's Ahaituki. The same way, mountains also sometimes they release water and sometimes they don't release. It is also inconceivable. And here one thing is, devotees, if you say that by seeing the certain quality, they are giving Kripa, if you say, that means initial Kripa, I'm saying. Some they are poor people or rich people on certain principle, if they are giving Kripa, if you say, then their Kripa is not Nirupadikam, or otherwise it is not Ahaituki. So that's why we should not say that devotees based upon Punya. So Punyatmas only he will give mercy. Like that we should not say. Their mercy is independent. Their mercy is not conditioned by any quality of the people, no. They can give anytime or to anyone. That's why their Kripa is Nirupadikam. Nirupadi means it is not conditioned by anything. So here, mountains also like that only. Sometimes they give water, sometimes they don't give. Why? We don't know. It is Nirupadikam. It's causeless. Okay. Devotee's example is given to explain that. So mountains, they release sometimes water, sometimes they don't release. Okay, clear? It's clear or not? So purport. The first part of this chapter described the rainy season and this is the same one. And the second part has been dealing with the atmosphere season, which begins when rain stops. During the rainy season, water always flows from the mountains, but during the autumn, the water sometimes flows and sometimes doesn't. Similarly, great saintly teachers sometimes speak expensively on spiritual knowledge, and sometimes they are silent. The self-realized soul is closely in touch with the supreme soul, and according to his desires, a competent spiritual scientist may or may not describe absolute truth, depending on the specific circumstances. So, कुछ circumstances की बाध्य होकर वो बोलते नहीं है, वो अपना स्वतंत्र है बोलने में. किसको बोलेंगे, किसको कृपा देंगे, किसको उपदेश करेंगे, वो उनके जाने. भगवान को भी नहीं जानते, भगवान भी इसके कंट्रोल नहीं करते, पूरा फ्रीडम है उनका. इसलिए भक्त, द मोस्ट हाईएस्ट फ्रीडम पर्सन इज भक्ता ओनली. Devotee is the most. If anyone wants to get the freedom, they should become devotee. They can go anywhere, any planet in this whole universe, devotees, like Narada Muni. But if you do karma, you'll go to only Swarga. If you do Gnana, you'll be going to only the Brahma Jyoti. If you do Tapasya, then you will go to the Tapolokas, like higher planets, Brahmaloka, Tapoloka, and Janaloka. If you do bad, then only you'll go to the Narakaloka. So these are all lokas are conditioned. That means karmis, jnanis, they are conditioned. They are not allowed to go anywhere. But devotee is not like that. He can go to anywhere, any loka. That's why the most independent entity in this whole universe is devotee. If you want to enjoy real independence, freedom, they should become devotees. Even Lord also will not control. He says that aham bhakta paradina. कितना इंडिपेंडेंस दिया गया. Naivavidan kshiyamanam jalam gadajale chara yatayu Kshayam Naramuda Kutumbina Naramuda Kutumbina.
But we stop and all understand that the whatever dignity, just and can see how the time they have left to live is diminishing with every passing day.
Yes. In autumn season, Sarad Ritu, what happens? Water, no further raining. Raining is over. So, and sun is every day started evaporating. All the water in the water bodies, like in the small lakes, ponds, they are getting diminished, finished. And then fish is is not knowing this and it is happily enjoying in that, thinking that I'm safe here. But water is getting reduced, but it is not thinking about that. So you know that three fishes story? Three fishes story. Everyone knows that. Sumati, Kalamati, Mandamati. Dirgha, Varshi, Prapta Kalaknaha, Dirgha Sutri. Like the three fishes were there. In Mahabharata, it comes story. So these three fishes are staying together on a small pond. So they are coming to know that. So water is getting reduced because of the heat of the sun. So one day, Dirgadarshi means who can see long distance from the long distance, so he can see the vipatti, that means the danger. So who can suspect the danger from far distance are the early only. So then that Dirgadarshi fish told to other two fishes, hey, water is getting down, is decreasing. Fisherman can come with his net any day and he will take away all of us. Better to now before drying up the channel from this pond to there is a channel is there, it is leading to a big river. So let us travel to that river through this channel before they get dried up. Like that, it gave the suggestion to remaining two fishes. So now you people came to know? No? Oh my God. Then I have to complete the story. So then they were saying that laughing, hey, you are fool. You are unnecessarily fearing for the unnecessary things. Why you are doing like that? And we don't want to bother about this kind of suggestions to get off. So then this Dirgadarshi fish, one overnight actually she took that path channel and it entered into the big body of the water where water cannot be dried up by the summer. Now that's a river. It entered. Now remaining two fishes, they are happy. They are thinking that water lot of is there, nothing is going to happen to us. So but water is getting down day by day, day by day, day by day. So one day came. So water is almost all finished. Now there is no chance to go to the another big river also. The channel is also dried up from this pond to that river. Then what it so fisherman came and they came to know, my God, then they had started worrying. So he put his net and he catched. So both Prapta Kalagna and so Dirgha Sutri. So, but the Prapta Kalagna is so intelligent actually. So when he took that fish, it was acting like a dead fish, like this. But the fisherman never likes the dead fishes. So he thought that is a dead end, and it completely stopped his breathing and everything, and it felt like a dead. And he just threw it away into another far distance in that water because it died. And like that, it saved its life. But Dirghasutri, it was just, oh my God, I was caught by this fisherman, and like that, crying and jumping. And he took on with force, he just put in his tub actually, in his tub. Finished. So Dirghasutri finished his life. So from this story, what we should understand for children, generally we say this story. So one should be careful about the future problems which are going to come in his life. And so he should come to know the threats and immediately be alert for that. And we should not be like Dirghasutri, ओ करेंगे, देखेंगे, चलेगा, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. So our spiritual life also, what is the greatest threat in our life is nothing but death. Death is the major problem actually, and also severe diseases. Even we might be so health conscious, but can anyone stop diseases? No. So that's why diseases and old age is, and also on top of the death is coming. So one should be very alert in doing their sadhana. Not like, and you may say, oh, last minute I will do the japa and everything finish. That is not Prapta Kalagna also, is not going to work actually, we don't know. It is a chance actually, taking chance. There is Sutri, then we have to take birth again. प्राप्त कालज्ञ. माने काल के अनुसार ज्ञान को प्राप्त करने वाला, समय स्फूर्ति है उसके पास. बहुत लोग बच्चों को पूछेंगे तो कौन सा फिश अच्छा लगा, मैंने बहुत लोग बोलते प्राप्त कालज्ञ. वो बहुत चालाक है, लेकिन वो भी सही नहीं है एक्चुअली. सबसे बेस्ट फिश कौन है? दीर्घ सूत्री नहीं, दीर्घदर्शी. दीर्घदर्शी. दूर से ही विपत्ति को देखने में समर्थ है, वो दीर्घदर्शी. दीर्घ सूत्री माने समस्या आने के बाद भी वो पहचान नहीं पाती. तो so like this, these fishes, they are thinking that oh nice water is there, okay. And like the example is given what? A person who is in the family life completely, so immersed in the very foolishly, completely immersed in family affairs. Just as a foolish family man cannot see how the time they have left to live is diminishing with very passing day. है ना? तो what is that sloka actually? देह पुत्र कलत्रादिषु आत्मसैन्येषु पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति. तेषां निधनं प्रमत्तः पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति. अपना सेना को एक एक मेंबर को उठा के लेके चले जा रहे हैं. शत्रु कौन है? वो शत्रु हाँ, काल. काल एक एक मेंबर को, दादाजी को उठा के ले गए, पिताजी को उठा के ले गए, ताऊ जी को उठा के ले गए, ताई को लेके गए, मम्मी को ले गए, पिता को ले गए, उनको भी ले जाने वाला है. लेकिन वो सोचते हैं कि मेरा सेना इस तरफ से बढ़ रहा है, मेरा पोता है, मेरा मेरे पुत्र है, पोता है, इस प्रकार मेरा तो सेना तो बहुत लोग मुझे बचाने वाले, ऐसे करके इग्नोरेंस में रहते हैं. पश्यन्नपि तेषां प्रमत्त तेषां निधनं प्रमत्तः पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति. उन लोगों का मृत्यु सामने सामने देखते हुए भी वो बस नहीं देखते हैं. तो वैसा ही ये भी व्यक्ति फैमिली अफेयर्स में डूब जाते हैं. और भी करेंगे, और भी करेंगे, साधना बाद में करेंगे, और भी करेंगे, और भी टाइम है, और थोड़ा सा बच्चा की शादी हो जाए, बेटी की शादी हो जाए, ये हो जाए, वो हो जाए, सब वही हो जाएंगे उसके बाद, है ना? फिनिश हो जाएगा टाइम. इसीलिए ज्यादा समय के लिए रुकना नहीं चाहिए. वाइंड अप, टाइम नहीं. After the rainy season, the water gradually goes down, but stupid fish don't understand this. Thus, they are often stranded. Now they have a chance to go to the big water bodies, but stupid will always think that I am so happy here and enjoying that water. But how many days that water will be there? Similarly, those infatuated with family life don't understand that the remainder of their life is constantly decreasing. Thus, they fail to perfect their Krishna consciousness and are stranded in the cycle of birth and death. So that's why don't postpone. Finish. Wind up the things. Our mood for the material things should be winding up. And our mood for the spiritual activities should be expanding. It should be like that. Not like for material things expanding and spiritual things is compromising and winding up. That should not be a sign of the progress. Next. Avinda Charadarkajam Yata Kutumbhavya Vijitendriya. Okay. Yeah.
Just person fully absorbed in family life suffers because cannot control his senses. The fish swimming in the shallow water suffer the heat of the urban sun.
Before what, in the previous example, water was there, but at that time it was not alert. Now what happened because of sun heat? That water now reduced further, and now sun rays are directly hitting this fish. Because in the Sarat Rutu, water bodies will be finished, water, small lakes. Now the mud only will be there, water will not be there. Then sun rays are directly hitting that body, and now it is getting the torture, pain it is getting. Similarly, now poverty stricken. Before that, he was having a lot of wealth, that person, and he's so enjoying his family life and thinking that he is fully safe. And he didn't turn his life, his time and wealth for the money for the Krishna consciousness. Now that is dried up, finished by enjoying. Now there is no money, no time, no energy in the body. He is fully weakened and he cannot practice anything now. Like a poverty stricken person cannot have anything actually in the family life. So when it was there, the whole wealth, he was not able to understand what he has to do. Now he became poor and now he want to donate the, अरे मैं तो पैसा रहती ये काम करता था वो काम करता था ऐसा डोनेशन करते थे ऐसा सोचते हैं अब जब पैसा तब तो उस समय तो दिखा नहीं ये अच्छा काम अब पैसा चले गया तब तो सब ऐसा करने वाले था वैसा करने वाला सोचते क्या फायदा जब शरीर में ताकत है तब भक्ति करना चाहिए अभी तो बैठ के 2 मिनट भी नहीं बैठ सकते हैं बस हर वक्त बेड बिस्तर पर लेटना पड़ता है ना तो आंख दिखता है भगवान के दर्शन करने के लिए कान सुनता नहीं कथा सुनने के लिए और शरीर में शक्ति नहीं है चलने के लिए ना परिक्रमा कर सकते ना गोवर्धन का परिक्रमा ना वृंदावन का परिक्रमा सभी सपना रह गया जैसा इसका फिश का पानी खत्म हो गया अब सोचे पहले पानी था उस समय तो जहां ज्यादा पानी वहां चले जाना चाहिए था उधर ही बैठ के रहा तो क्या करे अभी तो पानी खत्म हो गया शरीर जलने लगा ताप से कुछ समय के बाद वो मर जाएगी Although, as described in previous verse, unintelligent fish are not aware of the diminishing of water, one may think these fish are still happy, according to the old proverb, ignorance is bliss. But even the ignorant fish are scorched by the autumn sun. Similarly, although an attached family man, just before getting after the Sharad Ritu, Hemant Ritu comes, the ठंडी बिगिन होता है ठंडी बिगिन होने पहले और क्या होता है एक बार हीट ऐसा बढ़ जाती है ना है एक से हाँ वो शरद का एंडिंग है वो और वो ठंडी का बिगिनिंग वो हीट बहुत ज्यादा रहता है उस समय जैसा इधर भी 10 दिन पहले था या नहीं बहुत था ना अभी तो ठंडी शुरू हो गया अभी तब वो हीट बहुत टार्चर होता है एक्चुअली वो शरद का एंडिंग है वो सो that heat actually is giving pain to it. उसके बाद वो क्या होगा तो पूरा पानी सूख ही जाएगा फिनिश अभी बारिश थोड़ी गिरेगा Similarly, although an attached family man may consider his ignorance of spiritual life blissful, is constantly disturbed by the problems of family life, and indeed his uncontrolled senses lead him into situation of unrevealed anguish. Next. Shanai Shanai Jahu Panka Sthalya Jnano Chaviruda Yatam Mamatam Dhira Shariradishwanatmasu.
The sample that the solar, so those people equal and the person blessed. These are most of the things people from the real sin, namely the material body and its time lost.
In Varsha, they are about to ripe. That means all our fruits are in the green color. Now, in the ending of Hemant, how it will be? So all the mud will be, all the water bodies are finished, water is dried up, mud is also finished. Everything now before winter, before starting of winter, everything is now is no mud anywhere. And also trees and flowers trees are started, fruits on the trees are started ripening actually. So unripened stage is over. That means they started ripening. Various, even the now from here onwards, you can get lot of vegetables also. This time actually, vegetables, flowers, fruits, so many things will come now this season. In summer, nothing was there. All things are finished. But one good thing is we can see all these 6 seasons only in India. Not in other countries. They have only 4 seasons or sometimes full 2 seasons. It's very horrible for them actually. That's why taking birth in this holy place, it is very safest place because you don't need so much big arrangements to sustain your life in here. Even if you have simple like sadhus having the one cloth is enough. Even he can protect his body from rain, winter, and also so summer. But in other countries to live yourself, you need lot of actually so heating systems, cooling systems. It's very horrible actually. Sustenance of life is very horrible, and so many months they are having very few hours of day, and also like that few months it will go on. 6 months summer and 6 months winter, no rainy seasons. Like that also will be, and then 6 months that winter, though with no vegetation, nothing, no flowers, no fruits, no proper fresh vegetables. There, whatever the stored food is, that only they eat. Like in the like Canada and also US and some parts, and all the stored food they eat, and they so in the full of ignorance in the 6 months. So practicing because they cannot. In the winter season the cold will go minus 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees. So what they can do actually, all the time lying in the beds with the heating systems, and no proper cleanliness can happen, nothing. So that's why sadhana is also not so easy actually. But in this place of Mother Earth, Bharat Bhumi actually is a holy land, is the best place for practicing sadhana. But people are very so for their sense gratification, for earning money, they are leaving this holy place and they're trying to settle there. That's very unfortunate situation actually. There is no beauty of this. Whatever we are reading, we can see here only actually. In other countries, it's not possible to see all this. So here, what is said, gradually different areas of land gave up their muddy condition and the plants grew up their unripe stage. In the same way, what sober sages give up egoism and possessiveness. So those who are sadhus, who are sages, who became expert in the sadhana, what they will do? They will give up their ego and their all bad qualities. The same way, so here on the earth, surface of the earth, there is no mud. Everything is dried up. And unripened stage is also finished. Everything became ripened and juicy. We got okay. Next. Nischala Pura Bhutushnim Samudra Sharadagami Atman Yupa Te Samya Munir Yupa Ratagama Munir Yupa Ratagama.
If you bottom, the ocean and the lakes become silent. And water stay just like sea interest, desisting from all material activities, and even of its recitation of Vedic mantras.
In autumn month and autumn season actually, sorry. So no further rains, all the rivers also are stable, not oceans. Because in the rainy season, full of water is keep on going and merging into the ocean. So, and also the big tides. Now the water, all the water bodies are simply lying. Almost all dried up also, small things. But remaining water, big water bodies, they'll be simply lying like that. So silent, fully silent. Lakes become silent. Their water still, just like a sage who has desisted from all material activities and given up his recitation of Vedic mantras. Actually, what happens? This you can understand like this. A karmi, when he come in contact with a Gnana Yogi, so then what he will practice? He will practice Nishkam Karma Yoga. That means he is doing the various karma activities. But when he become perfect in Nishkama Karma Yoga, then what he will do? He will give up all the karma and he will become peaceful. That's why Antakarna Suddhi. That means when his heart is get purified because of Nishkama Karma Yoga, that means he is not getting any attachment for the results of or the fruits of his karma, and he is stable. He is not getting any hesitation because of these results of his karma. He is equally balanced in that loss and gain. So such a state he is able to get, then there is no need to do any karma for him. He'll simply live off karma and so do practice of the gnana sadhanas. He will become very quiet of by leaving the karma. So like that says, so these become peaceful. Like that, all these water bodies are peaceful. There is no increasing or anything in the water bodies. So while doing karma, he will be chanting the daily nitya mantras, nitya naimittika karma. While doing a lot of mantras, he is reciting. Now those are all, he stopped that. Finished. Next shloka. Kedarebhyastvo gruhnan karshaka drudaksetubhi yata prani sravrajnanam tannirodena yogina.
Example. Issues of strict control to check with consciousness. From flowing problems to agitated senses, the farmers erected strong mud banks to keep the water within streams from draining out.
Yeah, in the Sarat Ritu, what happens? We need still water because crops all are in a ripened stage. Paddy also, now it is about to ripen because paddy will take how many months? 4 to 5 months it will take. So now in the beginning of rainy season, they sow the seeds. So now already 2 months over rainy season. Now Sarat Ritu also is almost all 2 months. So 4 months. That means now paddy is almost all about to ripe. So at that time also some water is needed in the finally for final dose actually. So they try to preserve the water by making the some boundaries, band. So Kedara means boundaries. Dikes बोलते हैं क्या उसको? Dikes माने मेड बनाते हैं. तो मेड बना के ऐसे पानी को प्रिजर्व करने के लिए प्रयास करते रहते हैं उस समय. जैसा तो कैसा? जैसा योगी लोग भी क्या करते हैं? तो जैसा योगी अपना सेंसेस को पूरा काबू में रखते हैं, कंट्रोल में रखते हैं, तो फुल्ली अपना कॉन्शियसनेस से कंट्रोल में जैसा रखते हैं, वैसा पानी को इधर उधर जाने नहीं देते हैं. तो अभी जो भी थोड़ा पानी है तो उसको अच्छे से मेड बना के बांध के रखते हैं, उधर पानी इधर उधर ना जाए. तो यदि ओपन करेंगे तो मेड नहीं बनाएंगे तो सब पानी ऐसे नदी में क्या चैनल्स के द्वारा, कैनाल्स के द्वारा तो नदी में जाएगा, नदी से समंदर में चले जाएगा. इसीलिए वो बचा के रखते हैं मेड बना के. तो जैसा योगी अपना इंद्रियों को निग्रह करके रखते हैं वैसा. Srila Prabhupada comments in autumn, farmers save the water within the fields by building strong walls so that water contained within the field cannot run out. There is hardly any hope for new rainfall. Therefore, they want to save whatever is in the fields. Previously, there were no bore wells. Nowadays, everywhere we have bore wells and diesel we are using, and we are simply bringing out the water, and anytime we are putting water. We are not much bothering about. But before that, everything is dependent on Prakriti only, on the mercy of the Lord. So they always look for mercy of the Lord for every day. Like this, their consciousness is Krishna consciousness. And people are very strong in believing the karma. If I do bad karma, then I will not get rains and my life will not be sustained. So such a so clear idea and such a fear was there. But now people they are thinking that we can survive by our technology anyway. We don't need to dependent on Lord. We should dependent on technology and scientists and so-called government. They can provide all the safe things for us and we can be happy. Like that, we are believing and putting faith on the non-devotees, and also their demon type of mentality we are having. So we are putting faith on them. Is really is a symptom of lacking of Krishna consciousness. भगवान के ऊपर श्रद्धा नहीं है. नॉन डिवोटीज को बिलीव करना भी भगवान के प्रति श्रद्धा नहीं है. जैसे कोई भी चेस्ट वुमेन अपना पति को छोड़कर किसी को ट्रस्ट कर रहे माने इसका अर्थ क्या है? अपना पति के प्रति चेस्टिटी नहीं है. यही है. So that's why there is hardly any hope for new rainfall. Therefore, they want to say whatever is in the field. Similarly, a person who is actually advanced in self-realization protects his energy by controlling the senses. It is advised that after the age of 50, one should retire. Prabhupada writes 100 times, 1,000 times very strongly. Yes, in third canto, wow, many times it is written actually in Kardama stories and also many places. Even the last chapters also 30, 31, 32, 33. In Devhuti case also, many places. It is advised that after the age of 50, one should retire from family life and converse the energy of the body for utilization of advancement of Krishna consciousness. बार बार बोलते प्रभुपाद भी रिटायर हो गए 55 में. 55, 50 is okay, maximum 55. रिटायर होना चाहिए. अभी भी है करके रुकना नहीं. So Krishna God, unless one is able to control the senses and engage them in the transcendental loving service of Mukunda, there is no possibility of salvation. क्योंकि हम लोग सोचते हैं कि कृष्णा कॉन्शियस करने के लिए, भक्ति करने के लिए इतना टाइम काफी है सोचते हैं. Our estimations are not really always successful. We should not take chance actually. Money earning or money anything can be done in any life. But getting association of sadhus and getting a bhakti environment is very rare. So that's a priority should be given for soon, early, as much as fast. So we should become more and more serious in Krishna consciousness, increasing daily 64 rounds of japa, doing at least 5 hours studying Bhagavatam. And then, so doing the deity worship at least for 2-3 hours. So like this is the minimum standard they should keep and engage in that. Or if they are able to do preaching, then do for preaching for at least 10 hours preaching. Like that, it should be extensively increased actually. Then that is success. We don't know when call will come to leave this body. Sharadaka Shujastapa Bhutana Udupovara Mukundo Rajayoshita Mukundo Rajayoshita.
Yeah. Thanks. Just as Islam believes that person of the usually caused by is identifying with his body. And as Lord Prabhupada relates with Vrindavan's ladies of the distress caused by the separation.
Lord who relieved all creatures of the suffering caused by the sun's rays. Moon. So दिन में थोड़ा गर्मी होता है और शाम का समय एकदम इस मौसम में शरद और हेमंत का शुरुआत में भी एकदम प्लीजेंट रहता है एक्चुअली. ज्यादा हवा भी नहीं है, बड़ा बड़ा बादल, बारिश, हलबली कुछ भी नहीं. तो मून भी स्पष्ट दिखने लगता है. सन मून रेस भी सीधा आता है क्योंकि बादल नहीं है ना ऊपर. तो भले दिन थोड़ा सा गर्मी रहे लेकिन जो चंद्रमा की किरणों से सबको शीतलता मिलता है एक्चुअली इस सीजन में, शरद ऋतु में. सबको ठंडापन मिल रहा है, लेकिन कुछ लोगों को नहीं मिल रहा है वृंदावन में। किनको? गोपियों का, क्योंकि उनकी हृदय विरह में तप रहे एक्चुअली। तो कृष्ण प्रेम से तपने लगा, जैसा सूर्य की जो ताप है उससे भी कई हजारों गुण वैसा ताप उन लोगों को महसूस होता है। जैसा कृष्ण प्रेम को सूर्य से तुलना किया जाता है, भाव भक्ति को सूर्य की किरण से तुलना किया जाता है। तो और प्रेम का बिगिनिंग ही माने प्रेम, प्रेम स्थिति सूर्य है। उस प्रेम में भी अनेक लेवल्स हैं, है ना, प्रणय स्नेह इत्यादि लेवल्स हैं। और कुछ कुछ लेवल्स होती शरीर में महसूस भी नहीं कर पाएंगे, जल जाएंगे शरीर में। इसलिए रूप गोस्वामी बाद उस लेवल्स के बारे में डिस्कस नहीं किए एक्चुअली। तो ऐसा लिखा है या नहीं? तो ऐसे लिखा गया एक्चुअली। तो भक्ति रसायन शुद्ध में वो सभी लेवल्स के बारे में बोला नहीं जाता है, प्रेम में रहने वाला हायर स्टेजेस। तो लेकिन गोपियों को बहुत ऐसा ताप होने लगा एक्चुअली, क्योंकि मुकुंद की प्राप्ति नहीं है, मिला नहीं इसीलिए। लेकिन बाकी सबको तो मून का ठंडापन से खुशी है। खमशो भी तो निर्मेघम शरद विमल तारकम सत्वयुक्तम यथा चित्तम शब्द ब्रह्मार्थ दर्शनम, शब्द ब्रह्मार्थ दर्शनम। फ्री ऑफ यस
Free of clouds, stars. The autumn sky is so brilliant, just like the conscious one with the red space forward.
yes. So in autumn season, free of clouds and filled with clearly visible stars. ये स्टार्स हैं, चंद्रमा है। शरद ऋतु, in this शरद season we can see clearly the stars and also udus means stars. Udupati, the king of stars, who is that? Moon. So Udupati, that's why we say Udu means stars, Udupati means king of the udus, that is the stars. He is Chandrama. So he is hero and he is brightly so visible. How it is visible? It is compared with the, like from the studying Vedas, one can get the idea of Nishkama Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, like this, all yogas. So when we study Vedas, we can come to know different types of yogas and Bhakti Yoga also. So these all yogas are shown by Vedas, scriptures. So here, among all these yogas, Bhakti Yoga is like a moon, and all other yogas, Karma Yoga, and that means Nishkama Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, these are all like what? Stars. So from the scriptures, we came to know all the yogas, where Bhakti Yoga is like moon, how it is shining. Similarly, so in the Sarat season, moon is shining and all stars, so also there in that sky, clearly visible. This is the example is given here. The clear and starry adamant sky can also be compared to the pure heart of devotee. The spiritual nature is always brilliant, clean and blissful. And this spiritual nature called Vaikuntha immediately satisfies all the desires of soul. That is the secret of Krishna consciousness. So autumn and sky is also, in autumn, sky is very clear. That is compared with clean heart. That already we discussed. So in autumn, there will be no clouds. That's the first sloka itself. It's like a clean heart. Next. अखंड मंडलो व्युग्नि ररम जोड़ु गणेश श्री यत कृष्णो वृष्णिचक्रावृतो भुवि वृष्णिचक्रावृतो भुवि
Who showed the stars, under the stars, just as Sri Krishna, the god of reason and mystery, shone brilliantly on the fire, surrounded by all the Vishnus.
Like in the previous sloka, we have compared moon with whom? So, with Bhakti Yoga. And stars with different yoga process. Here now moon is compared with in this sloka. Same thing is repeated, little bit different. So he is with the Krishna, who is appearing in the Yadu dynasty. So shown brilliantly on the earth, surrounded by all other Vrishnis. So Vrishnis are like stars, or stars are like Vrishnis, sorry, stars are like Vrishnis, and moon is like Krishna. Sanatana Goswami explains that in Vrindavan, the full moon is eternally rising. And this full moon is like the full manifestation of absolute truth, Sri Krishna. When he was manifest on earth, Lord Krishna was surrounded by prominent members of Vrishni dynasty such as Nanda, Upananda, Vasudeva, and Akuta. Okay. Next. Asrishya samasito Krishnam prasuna bhavana marutam jana Pyo na Krishna vrita chetasaha na Krishna vrita chetasaha.
It's followed by Krishna. The people could forget their suffering by embracing the wind coming from the flower filled forest. This wind was neither hot nor cold.
In Sarat Ritu, wind flows that is neither hot and nor cold, because still winter season not appeared, and also summer season very long back gone, and also there is no rain to frustrate, and also there is no winter to freeze. It's such a duration that is so nice. Winds are pleasant actually. No too hot air and also no too cold air. And everyone will be happy. And also full moon, clean sky. All the river water bodies are clean. Everything, no mud. It's so nice. Sarad. So it is compared with what? Except the gopis, whose hearts has been stolen by Krishna, the people could forget their suffering. Like in the previous also you have seen that. So gopis, that moon rays. So everyone is enjoying moon rays. Their heat is reduced. But gopis' heat is not reduced. Similarly here also, this breezes is not giving cooling effect or so pleasant feeling for gopis. Because they are all always having the pain because of missing of Krishna. Gao Pushpinya Chandra Bhavan Anviya Sarushai Valairisha Kriyaiva Valairisha Kriyaiva.
Birds became fertile and was followed by their respective mates in search of sexual enjoyment, just as the activities of the service of the Supreme Lord are automatically followed by all the vision reserves.
Just this is the Sarat season only. All the animals also mate, like dogs also mating before winter comes. They'll take some duration from Sarat to some few days. It will do some few weeks. So dogs are mating. Cows also feel heat actually, like women also, and all these female creatures they expect their male partner actually in this season, and so that very soon they all become pregnant. Birds became fertile and were followed by their respective mates in such a sexual enjoyment. Just as what? As activities performed for the service of Supreme Lord are automatically followed by all beneficial results. So whoever is getting into the bhakti, so immediately they started doing this so many activities for So Lord, similarly, all these birds, so automatically impelled to have sex with their male partner, actually, all the females. Ishikriyaha. All the activities done for the Lord. Bhagavad Aradhana Lakshana Kriya Nishkama Abhi Falaihi Sukhabhogadivi. So they all lead to the giving the results. So here it is. What is it compared? Just as activities performed for the service of the Supreme Lord are automatically followed by all beneficial results like that. All female creatures automatically go behind. So male, that is being explained as like results of the bhakti activities, or their results automatically they follow the so bhakti activities. Okay, next to purport. Srila Prabhupada comments on the arrival of autumn season, all the cows, deer, birds, and females in general become pregnant. Because in that season, generally all the husbands become impelled by sex desire. So because whether everything is very appropriate actually. Animals, all they feel only timely, yearly once. But humans are so fallen, they have no timing actually. So anytime, any day. This is the worst thing actually. But they are the more matured animal in among all the animals, but they are most fallen, most uncontrolled. But remaining animals, they don't eat other than they prescribe their food, and also they don't do sex other than the fixed time. That is they follow their rules. But humans, dharmena hina pasubhi saman. No, not pasubhi saman. Pasu se bhi hina. Pasu se हीन है actually. तो इसीलिए सवित वराहोष्ट्र करैहि संस्तुतः पुरुषः पशु. इसीलिए गधा, घोड़ा, गधा, सुअर, कुत्ता और ऊंट, ये चारों भी किसको प्रशंसा कर रहे हैं? उसी को प्रशंसा कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो बोलते सभी चारों मिलके हैं, चारों जानवर, वाह गुरु आप तो इतना हम लोगों से भी बहुत बढ़िया श्रेष्ठ है आप तो हम लोगों से, क्योंकि बड़ा गधा है आप, बड़ा कुत्ता है, बड़ा ऊंट है, बड़ा सुअर हो, क्योंकि हम लोगों एक एक काम ही कर सकते, लेकिन आप हम ना होते हुए कुत्ता, ना होते हुए कुत्ता के जैसा काम साथों साथ गधा का और सुअर का, ऊंट का भी काम कर सकते हो. तो कौन श्रेष्ठ है? हम श्रेष्ठ है, आप श्रेष्ठ हैं? आप श्रेष्ठ हैं. इसीलिए पुरुष ही संस्तुतः पशु. जो व्यक्ति भगवान की भक्ति नहीं करते हैं वो सब तो इस जानवरों से भी प्रशंसा किया जाता है उनका. This is exactly like this is exactly like transcendentalists who, by the grace of Supreme Lord, are bestowed with the benediction of their destinations in life. Srila Rupa Goswami has instructed in Upadeshamrita that one should perform devotional service with great enthusiasm, patience, and conviction, and should follow the rules and regulations. So, यदि हम भक्ति एक्टिविटीज करेंगे तो उसका रिजल्ट्स ऑटोमेटिकली फॉलो करते हैं. So, but one should do those bhakti activities with enthusiasm, utsahat, nischaya, dhairya, tat karma pravartana. So, keep oneself clean from material contamination and stay in the association of devotees. One should be patient, follow the rules and regulations, keep oneself clean, from material contamination, and stay in the association of devotees. By following these principles, one is sure to achieve the desired result of devotional service. Automatically it will come. For he who patiently follows the regulative principles of devotional service, the time will come when he will achieve the results. As the wives reap results by becoming Udahrushan वारिजानि प्रदर्शत्वारिजानि सूर्योत्थाने कुमुद्विना रात्रि यथा दस्युर्विना यथा दस्युर्विना नृप.
Just like the leaders of Iskcon who are excellent, the thieves.
In this autumn season, all these lotus flowers blossoming, becoming like spreading. But Kumut is not like that. So night blooming, this will not blossoms. The example is given here. By seeing king, everyone will be happy, fearless, but except thieves. Puragra Shvagraya Indriyascha Mahosavai Babau Pakwashashadya Kalabhyam Nitarahare Kalabhyam Nitarahare.
Of the Vedic fire sites for honoring and tasting the first grain of the new harvest, along with similar celebrations that followed local customs and traditions. The earth rich with newly grown grain and especially purified by the presence of Krishna and Balaram, shown beautifully as an extension of the Supreme Lord.
So in autumn season, end of the autumn season and beginning of Hemanta, so we start getting the new rice, new paddy, new rice, and also various festivals also will come, like Durga Puja, Dasara we get Dasara, also we get the Diwali, yes, and all this comes. So almost all ending. It's actually ending of the Sarat or beginning of the next Rutu actually, Hemant. So Navannam, what is said here? What is the festival? Navannam Anina. Pura Grameshu Agrainair Agrai Navan. Mane Naya rice. Navannam mane Naya rice. Actually Naya rice शरत में नहीं आता है. शरत का एंडिंग माने नेक्स्ट ऋतु का बिगिनिंग है करके उसमें तो विवेचना की है विश्वनाथ जी. हाँ हाँ हाँ. सो उसका वो उन्होंने बहुत कोटेशंस दिए हैं. तो इस महीना में नहीं होता है करके. तो एक्सेप्ट दैट बट फेस्टिवल्स विल कम एनीवे. तो इन द शरत ऋतु various festivals will come. Prabhupada is writing actually in the purport. So that's why in the month of Sarat, people in this season, short months season, people are so happy with the various festivals also. Like example is given what? Like how the Krishna and Balaram, so they are so decorating this whole Vraja with their presence, rich presence. Or otherwise, the first 2 days of the waxing moon. So on Purnima, full moon is there, and first 2 days. So for the waxing. So still at the time also it is so brilliant, so shining. The same way, so this Sarat Rutu, people are full of so celebrating and full of happy and flourishing with the various festivals and harvesting new grains like this. So we'll read the purport. The word Agrayanahi refers to a particular authorized Vedic sacrifice, and the word Indrahi refers to folk ceremonies that have somewhat worldly objectives. So I don't know this Agrayana. Agrayana, this is a festival as per Vedic saga. But Srila Prabhupada comments as follows: during autumn, the fields become filled with the ripened grains. At that time, the people become happy over the harvest and observe various ceremonies, such as Navanna, the offering of new grains to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The new grains are first offered to the deities in various temples, and all are invited to take sweet rice made with these new grains. There are other religious ceremonies and methods of worship, particularly in Bengal, where the greatest of all such ceremonies is held, called Durga Puja. So it's happened actually 2 days back. But now, because of climate changes, seasons also not coming in a proper way actually. All seasons are disturbed, rains also disturbed, weather is disturbed, and we are getting the heat also, too much heat. It is continued till the August, and rains also starting somewhere, and water is falling very less, sometimes very more. So all are disturbed because of our cumulative sin. Last story. Vaning Nrupasnata Nirgamya Prapedire Varsharutta Yata Siddha Swabindan Kala Gate Swabindan Kala Gate.
Sages cakes and cultural streets can be colored or at last beat or black objects. Just as those who achieve perfection in this life can, when the proper time comes, leave the material body to take their respective forms.
Yeah, in rainy season, they were all just hiding in the caves. They were not able to go to any Tirtha or anywhere. Even merchants, they are not able to do business. Sages are not able to go around and visit the holy places. Kings are not able to so conquer their enemies. Brahmachari students also, they are not able to go to the forest and collect the wood, this, that, no. So they are all hiding. Now, rainy season over in the month of Sarat, they all come, go out and do their respective activities and achieve their respective objects. So, like example is given, achieve the perfection in this life can, when a proper time comes, leave the material body. Even the yogis, like yogis, what they do? They will be waiting for the proper time to leave the body. When time comes, they leave these things and go away. The same way, all these people, kings, merchants, brahmacharis, sages, all are hiding in their respective place in the rainy season. So when time came, they go out and do their respective activities or achieve their objectives. So Srila Prabhupada comments. What is this? Srila Prabhupada comments, in Vrindavan, autumn season was very beautiful. Then because of the presence of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna and Balaram, we have seen in the previous sloka. So like Krishna and Balaram, when they present in the Vrindavan, they are so beautiful. So even Vrindavan, actually Sarat is very beautiful. On top of that, that Sarat in Vrindavan, where Krishna and Balaram is presenting. So it's extremely beautiful actually. So beautiful. Then because of presence of Supreme Personality of God and Krishna and Balaram, the mercantile community, the royal order and the great sages were free to move to achieve their desired benedictions. Similarly, the transcendentalists, when freed from the engagement of the material body, also achieved their desired goal. जैसा कर्म मुक्ति सत्य मुक्ति उसमें सेजेस भी वेट करते हैं तो जब समय आते हैं बस वो पूरे शरीर से पूरा षट चक्रों से अपना आत्मा को माने प्राण को निकाल के आत्मा को तो वो बाहर लिया के सहस्रारा चक्र से तो पूरा आत्मा को स्थूल और सूक्ष्म देह से भी मुक्त करके ऐसा चले जाते हैं बस शरीर भी इधर ही छोड़ के वैसा ये सब लोग भी छोड़ के अपना अपना रेस्पेक्टिव प्लेसेस अपना गोल की तरफ आगे बढ़े हैं During the rainy season, the mercantile community cannot move from one place to another and so don't get their desired profit. Nor can the royal order go from one place to another to collect taxes from the people. As for saintly persons who must travel to preach transcendental knowledge, they also are restrained by the rainy season. But during the autumn, all of them leave their confines. In the case of transcendentalists, be he a gnani, a yogi, or a devotee, because of material body, he can't actually enjoy spiritual achievements. But as soon as he gives up the body or after death, the gnani merges into the spiritual effulgence of the Supreme Lord. The yogi transfers himself to the various higher planets, and the devotees goes to the planet of Supreme Lord Goloka Vrindavan or the Vaikunthas, and thus enjoys his eternal spiritual life. Thus end the purports of the humble servants of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada to the 10th and 20th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Rainy Season and Autumn in Vrindavan. Thank you very much for all of you. Any questions or anything? We finished 3 chapters by all your mercy. Actually 2, but we did 3. Thanks.